she's not ready, because with her platform and the people she have to follow her, she should have defended him. She should have came on and said, hey, this is a private matter, we're gonna work it out. She allowed the public to attack this man, and she didn't do anything to stop it. So if he's a smart man, like I said, he would run for the hills. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Good Sunday afternoon. So it's been on my mind about this little whole ordeal that's going on with Keke Palmer, the actress, and her boyfriend, baby daddy as he's being called right now. So I've had some thoughts on this, and I just want to bring it for discussion. I'm going to give my take on it. You know, we all have opinions and things like that, but you know, just some of that stuff that went on with it. You know, I normally don't get into, you know, things like this, celebrity news and stuff like this, but I just think it's ridiculous how people has attacked this young man, you know, because of the situation that you know, he placed himself in by, you know, he's really trying to stand up, you know, speak up for his girlfriend. I guess it's what he intended to do, but it got taken out of context. It got taken wrong. So basically, for those of you who don't know, Keke Palmer, the actress, she basically went to she was at an Usher concert, and he serenaded her, but she was wearing this outfit that was revealing. Basically, it was like a bodysuit, and the back was a thong type bodysuit, so you can see her entire behind. She had on like a mesh thing covering it up. So she posted the video, I guess, and he commented on it saying, you know, something about, you know, but it's the outfit though, you're a mom. You know, she just recently had a baby by this guy, and he made a comment on it, and he pretty much got attacked for that comment. You know, people are saying that he's body shaming her and things like that because he mentioned, you know, he said she's a mom. How that turned into him body shaming her, I have no idea. So he didn't body shame her at all. I don't believe. But again, you know, social media, they just went on any little thing they can talk about, that they can report about, you know, to get noticed, to get clout, or whatever y'all want to call it. They're going to report about it. Anything that they consider news, anything that's messy, is what to be put out. So this man's been attacked by the media, by people on social media that don't even know neither one of them. I don't know neither one of them. The only thing I care about those two is if they saved or not. You know, I care about anybody's soul, you know, where it's going to go at the end of the day. But I don't have a dog in this fight, but I think it's wrong how this man was attacked. So I'm gonna first start off by putting this disclaimer out there. So they both are wrong in the fact that they are not married. You know, they have this kid, they not married, so he is not her husband. So in reality, he really can't speak on something that he's not properly covering, because that is not his wife. So have I been in a situation where I've had a kid and I wasn't married? Yes. So I'm not perfect. None of us are. You know, we live and we learn. But he does not have that covenant right with her, you know. So that's the only negative I would say on his part regarding this situation. So he made the comment, you know, of course, people started attacking him based off of that comment, saying that he's body shaming her and all these different things. So once the attack came, he pretty much went back on, you know, I guess his social media, and I'm going to read what he said. He says, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he get told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case." And that is his right. And I believe I agree with that statement. I just don't agree with the fact that he hasn't made that lady his wife yet. And that's a whole nother conversation. So that's where he's out of order. Again, he wants to have this family, and I understand the representation and stuff, which is he should want that representation. He should have morals. He should have standards. So he is 100% correct about that. But if you're going to want that covenant, you got to do it the way God designed for it to be done. So enough of that part right there. So the fact, and then with his response, she did a counter response apparently, and she went on back on social media, responded to him, without directly responding to him, and everybody knows she's responding to him. And she kind of, this time she's in a tank top and sweatpants, and she's like, "You ain't stopping what's going on with me, sweetheart." But she basically let this guy know where she stands. So I hope he's a smart young man. He seemed like, just by what he's posted, I don't know, it could be an act, I don't know. But based off what he posted, is it's like he wanted a family of standards and morals. So, but she just showed him who she is. So hopefully he's paying attention, because if any situation, if he's looking towards marriage with this young lady, he got to see where she's at right now. She's not ready, because with her platform and the people she have to follow her, she should have defended him. She should have came on and said, "Hey, this is a private matter. We're going to work it out." She allowed the public to attack this man, and she didn't do anything to stop it. So if he's a smart man, like I said, he would run for the hills. You already, made a child with this young lady. You can't take that back now, but she is not the woman. She's not ready to be married to you, because if she did not defend you and she allowed the world to attack you, because she had this backing, she just kind of left you out there on your own. So my thing is, we say as women, we want these things. We want the husband. We want the white picket fence. We want the cat, the dog, everything in between. We want the credit card to go shopping. We want all these things, but what are we going to provide to this man? Are we going to give him the respect and honor that he deserves? Are we going to respect ourselves enough to say, "No, I'm not going to have a child with you. We're not married. I'm not going to sleep with you. We're not married." But, we live and we learn. So I'm not trying to condemn anybody, but I'm trying to speak truth, because we don't hear enough of truth today. So what are we going to teach our daughters? What are we going to teach the young ladies that's coming up behind us? If you want this thing from this man, if you want this perfect, if you want the covenant that God had designed for you, where you are covered by your husband, where you are provided for by your husband through God, what are you going to provide? Are you going to be the helpmeet that God created you to be? Are you going to set standards for yourself where you don't allow this man to come in and take something valuable from you before he has committed to you and made a covenant with you to be your husband? Are you going to have this child? Are you going to lay up with him and have these babies when he hasn't committed to you? And if you've done it, again, like I said, no condemnation, because I've been there. But we got to start teaching. We got to start teaching, young and old, these ladies, what we should be doing and how we should be living. Now, to her, the fame is her, seem to be her number one priority right now, how most people in the entertainment world is, because she's getting on there to please her fans. She's not trying to protect what she has with that man. She's trying to please her fans by responding. No one says she's not a great mother or anything like that. But the fact is, he made a point. She's a mother. Her kid is gonna grow up. You put stuff on the internet. You put stuff in a text message, and somebody deleted, you think is gone. No, it's there. So her child is gonna grow up and see this, her behind all over the platform, all over social media or whatever, and who knows how that'll affect her child in the long run. Right now, she's focused on herself. So, ladies, my question to you is, what are you doing to set a standard for yourself, for your daughters, for your nieces, for those coming up behind, for our granddaughters? What are we doing as women to set these standards, to teach our young ladies? And if we're not doing anything, we need to start. So Keke Palmer and other women, that wear these revealing clothing revealing clothing, they are not the standards for our young ladies, because that's what they see. No, we're not speaking up enough. So all they see and what they follow is what they see on social media. What can we say then? When our kid walk in the house half dressed, when they show up for family functions half dressed, with their butt cheeks hanging out, with their breasts hanging out around their uncles, around their cousins, around their grandmothers, what do we say? When we set a standard, they will know, I can't go around there like that. So ladies, help me out. Let's get back to what the word says. And we're so quick to say, I'm a Proverbs woman, I'm this and I'm that. But what exactly is that? You know, are you doing what the virtuous wife, what the scripture says about the virtuous wife? Are we doing those things? I'm gonna just read a couple of scriptures from that and just say, then we gotta, check ourselves and say, okay, how am I off? What can I do to get back on track? It says the heart of her husband, keyword her husband, not her boyfriend, her husband. The heart of her husband safely trusts her, so he will have no lack of gain. So if this young man, he want to make their relationship work, he need to do what the word says. He need to marry her. He make a covenant with her in God. His covenant need to be with God first, and he need to make a covenant with her if that's where God has called him to be. And then it says, the heart of her husband safely trusts her, so he will have no lack of gain. She does him good and not evil all the days of her life. And people may not look at what she done as evil. The fact that she didn't go on and defend him. She basically, she pretty much was like, get on board and jump off. Kind of roundabout is what I took from her response. So the next scripture I want to say, it says, it's in Proverbs. Again, this is from Proverbs 31. And that first scripture, it was verses 11 and 12, where it says, the heart of her husband safely trusts her, so he will have no lack of gain. She does him good and not evil all the days of her life. That's Proverbs 31, verse 11 and 12. The other one I want to share as I close is Proverbs 31 and 26. It says, she opens her mouth with wisdom, and her tongue is the law of kindness. She opened her mouth with wisdom. So before responding, and I think she took a couple of days, however long she took to respond, but she responded in a manner that did not protect this young man. She responded in a manner that protected herself and her image, and her, the people who follow her on social media. She was trying to keep the likes, if that's the word I can use. So she did not use wisdom in this situation, in the way that she dressed and the way that she responded. So if that was my son in that situation, I would be like, boy, she just showed you what you're going to get from her. So you need to keep it moving. Take care of your child and keep it moving. So I just pray that they are saved and they will seek wisdom and they would make the steps to do the right thing in that situation. So what are y'all thoughts? Because, I have a lot more about it, but I see this went up to 13 minutes, and a lot of time people's attention span be gone after 1 minute or 30 seconds. So that's my take on this situation. Ladies, what do y'all think? Just about being in covenant with each other the right way, the way God designed it. And let's get rid of the shacking and laying up. Talk to y'all